Common sense is not so common. Today, let's talk about the power of common sense in decision making. Let's explore how you can harness common sense so you can use your head, as some people use your head, as they say back in Newcastle, and how it can lead to better outcomes in every aspect of our lives. And let's face it, who doesn't want better outcomes, right? Okay, so let's kick things off by understanding what exactly we mean by common sense. What am I talking about here in decision making? Common sense is that gut feeling, that inner voice, that thing that guides us with choices. Whether it's a deal, whether it's someone you fancy, whether it's you feel it is overly nice to you, but there's something a bit off about them. That's something off. That part is your gut feeling. It's often based on things like practicality, logic, past experiences, either consciously or possibly even subconsciously. It's about using your innate wisdom, using the gut to navigate through life's complexities. Sounds really fancy, right? It's a hard one to describe, but when you feel it, I've went against it before at times, and oh boy, did I regret it, big time. Now let's illustrate the importance of common sense, and I'm going to give you a few examples as well. Think about it. When we rely on common sense, we tend to make decisions that, align with our values. They align with our goals, what we want out of life, what feels right to us, and what feels a bit iffy, a bit off, a bit dodgy, possibly even in some cases. Something that, you think, I'll regret it if I do it. Whether it's choosing a career path that resonates with our passion, something we get a kick out of, making investment decisions, navigating personal relationships with empathy, understanding. Common sense plays a huge role in guiding our choices, massive role. Staying with someone you don't have feelings for anymore, that's another one. Your gut probably telling you something is just not right. Yet, many of us find that, we fight our gut. And then months or years down the line, we look back and think, why didn't I listen to that little voice in my head, the little thing that was telling me something was a bit off. All different areas of our life, you've probably seen it yourself, probably today even, you've probably experienced it. So how can we harness the power of common sense in the decision-making process? Because that's the key thing here. First and foremost, trust your instincts. Your intuition, it's a powerful tool that's honed through years of experience and learning. When faced with a difficult decision, take a moment to tune into your gut feeling. More often than not, you're going to be surprised, right? It's going to point you in the right direction. You can be pleasantly surprised. Secondly, seek advice and perspective from others. While common sense is valuable, it's essential to also recognize that, we don't always have all the answers. Consulting with a trusted mentor, a friend, who's got experience, an expert, can provide really great insights and complement our own common sense. Using the two works wonders. For example, you have mental health issues, speak to a professional and cover potentially something, something that triggered it from your childhood, from years ago, overcome it. Be the best, by seeking wisdom from others sometimes. Tax, obviously, go speak to a tax expert, makes a lot of sense. Your common sense is probably telling you to do that, right? Lastly, consider the long-term implications of your decision. Common sense it isn't just about making choices that feel right in the moment. It's also about thinking ahead, using your head, anticipating how our decisions are going to impact the future. Take the time to weigh up the pros and cons, scribble it on a bit of paper, an iPad, whatever. Choose the options that align best with your long-term goals and your values, what you're looking to do in different areas of your life. And common sense, by the way, in itself tells you to do this. You know what I mean, right? Again, back to that, if it feels a bit iffy, out of character, dodgy, something's a bit off about it, well, it's probably an internal warning sign, giving you a non-physical kick up the backside, as we say back in England. That's what it's doing. Now let's put these tips into practice with a real life scenario. Imagine this, right? You're faced with a job offer that promises a higher salary, but it requires you to sacrifice a big chunk of your work-life balance. Using common sense, you weigh up the financial benefits against the potential impact on your well-being, your overall life satisfaction in different areas. Now, I know some people profess the work thing, and I've been there, I've got the t-shirt, and then I decided to do things differently, by the way. And that, by the way, happened when I hired my first virtual assistant years back. I got it back in control of time, did wonders. By the way, check out virtualstep.pitch if you want to reclaim your time. You're looking to hire your own virtual assistant at really affordable rates. I'll put a link in the description of the video. Anyway, so in the end, you opt for the job offer that offers a balance between financial security and personal fulfillment. You trust your instincts, you consider the long-term implications of your decision. And by the way, there's no right and wrong answer to this. It depends on what you want out of life. Lastly, I would like to say that common sense is a powerful ally in our journeys through life. Common sense is so important. By trusting our instincts, seeking advice, considering the long-term implications of our decisions, we can navigate through life's challenges with confidence, with clarity. So here's the thing, folks. So the next time you're faced with a tough decision, remember, tap into the power of common sense. Common sense is not so common, but it works bloody wonders. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more insights on business, life, and everything else. And until next time, bye for now.